So the sleeve pattern I have, it's basically for things like this. So you can see it's huge. Look at her waist compared to her sleeve. Look at her head compared to her sleeve. Yep. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a slightly earlier time period than what I'm doing. The beginning of the 80s, the 1580s. Well, I'm more 1598. So this is like almost 2 decades before what I'm doing. I have the sleeve there. I'm gonna be doing a little bit more research because what I tend to notice is things with thinner sleeves tend to look a lot more appealing. But yeah, as I was saying, and I've been thinking about this because I saw someone online who did this outfit or something similar, and the sleeve they used was the thin one, the one that's slightly more fitted. And when I saw that compared to the big, gigantic, awesome, like balloony ones, I realized that it might not be as appealing a costume to have the sleeves so huge. Plus, I don't know how I would feel if I had huge sleeves on. It probably would not feel nice to wear because it would probably make me feel like an elephant, and not a pretty elephant. As you can see, this side does not have the canvas, and it's really mush. It's not really holding its form. If I put boning in it, you would be able to see the channels, and it would just crinkle when you move. But this, that has canvas interfaced into it, well, not interfaced, but sandwiched in between the other 2 layers, as you can see, it doesn't do it as much as this. It has more of a resistance, and it holds the shape better. I have the back piece completely flatlined. It's about 3 layers of the fashion fabric, which is the brocade, the duck fabric, and then a lining. I may come to regret having it be 3 layers because of how hot the costume is going to get, but oh well. Nothing really I can do at this point. I need it for structure-wise and for certain things. So right now I'm working on the front pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew this boning channel for both of them. Then I'm going to flatline it by sewing a basting stitch all around. And then I'm going to grab the fashion fabric versions of this, put them right sides together, sew along this seam so that I get a nice clean edge. So I've been presented with a problem. The sleeve I want to create is a fitted sleeve, but the more modern way of doing a fitted sleeve is different than the historical way, because the historical way has it in this shape, and in this shape there's buttons put together to put on the sleeve. But if I have a sleeve like this and I take this to competition, the first thing out of their mouths is going to be, how is an actress supposed to have all these buttons done up so quickly? So I am going to have to figure out a way whether or not to follow what my heart wants to do, which is the historical side of me going, I want to do the sleeves, or follow the logical sense of me that for the competition that's telling me to just work with the sleeve you have and figure something out. Who knows? I'll figure it out. You'll see. I love how this is looking. It's just so... Look how beautiful this is. Like these side seams, it's just, and then the way the waistline's here, and then it just juts out. It just creates this most beautiful shape ever. And I am so in love with this. So right now my problem is I have to figure out decorating stomacher, and I also have a lot more to do. I think I have 10 days left until I need to have this done. So I have extra material here. This is what's going to be for the frill, and then because the frill's going to go all the way around here. Frill is this right here. See? This thing that goes on top of that base skirt. You can see the line right there. And so that's a frill. So I am concerned that it might be too tight of a fit, because what's supposed to happen is that the bodice is supposed to be pinned onto the stomacher. But then my concern is that in the play, when she's supposed to be wearing this dress, it's her wedding scene. So she gets married, and then at the end of the scene, she dances. So I need to make sure that this is strong enough to dance in. Yeah, I have to figure it out. So the frill is starting to be pleated. This has been sitting here for a while, and I had the bodice on top of it just to see how everything looked. So far it's great. My only concern would be how I'm attaching the frill to the waistband, and if I should attach it to the waistband, and seeing exactly where I can reduce bulk, because this is going to be cut down and then it's going to be cut here to here and then binded. But then I have to make sure that it's proper to the bodice, so that I don't have, so the bodice actually still fits, instead of having this be so much extra bulk that I can't fit the bodice anymore. And so that's right now one of my biggest concerns. I have until Wednesday. Today is currently Friday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I have 5 days left to complete this costume. I got to do the frill, I got to cut out the sleeves, and then once I'm done with the frill and doing the binding, getting this raw edges done. Normally a frill is supposed to close completely, but because my farthingale is dipping down here, instead of sticking up like this, like, let me pull it up, like this, you're going like this. You see the difference? Yeah, because it's doing that, even if I did put the frill close, it would not look right. And I just don't have a solution for that right now. But it's fine, because if I bind these edges, well, at least finish these edges off, so it comes like this, it actually looks pretty nice with the bodice and the stomacher. And what happens is it goes like this. And because it's flat, the stomacher sits nice, and it doesn't really matter, at least appearance-wise. It's a very exciting moment right now. But what's happening, besides this gorgeous stomacher, which you'll see in the film taken by the other camera, is I have just hit 200 followers. It's probably not that big of a deal to a lot of people, but it is to me, just because I use my Instagram to promote myself and to basically just grow a following, so that in the future when I do start selling things more, other than doing commissions inside fixes, that I'm able to have an audience that's able to help me continue doing what I do and bringing wonderful crafting things to the world. So I am very happy. I did like a little I did a little confetti thing. Whee! So I attached the sleeves. I'm having a weird puckering. It's happening right here at my back. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to either pad that out so that it does not occur, or to somehow do like sew it in more and hopefully it looks fine. But the sleeves are a nightmare for me right now. I cut them at the wrong angle and I couldn't even if I wanted to, I couldn't cut them at the right angle because of the amount of fabric I had. So I had them cut out more straight instead of slightly like curved like this, if that makes any sense to you. Also, I finally hand sewed the points. So what I'm going to do is most likely I'm going to grab a sewing needle and some thread, and I'm just going to go around and sew the frill to the waistband of the actual skirt, and then leave this part open and have either a hook and eye or a snap to close it. And hopefully this will all work. I'm using the fancy camera from school. And yeah, let's do this. Haphazardly try to figure out exactly how long this is going to be because I have to hem this. I worked on the frill, and there's a lot of things to fix on the frill. The sleeves are a nightmare. It is like, it's so bad that I'm on the verge of like wanting to run to the store and grab like another half yard to remake them if I can find the fabric. not the last episode of the Rosalind series, although it is coming to a close pretty soon. The next few episodes will detail things I never got to talk about and be in recent time. There will be an episode dedicated to making a ruff and/or a rubato, I haven't decided yet. Small updates to the costume, a walkthrough try-on, and last but not least, a video where I talk all about competition, what went down, what exactly happened, and the surprise that happened at the end of it. If you have any questions about the costume, make sure to drop them in the comments below. Anything from fabric, sewing, the history research I did, make sure to put it all there in the comments. I'm gonna go through them, and then in the final video, which is all about competition, what happened, I'll make sure to go through those comments and answer all your questions. Until then, I hope everyone's doing okay and that you have a blessed day. Bye!